Well, Escape from Plauen is the true story about the ravages of war seen through the eyes of a 9-year-old girl in Plauen, Germany. Now being made into a movie, this riveting account was written by Renate Stoever, a World War II survivor. And Renate joins us this morning. Good morning, Renate.
Good morning, Deborah.
Now, I understand that this story takes place, this is when you were a 9-year-old girl in Nazi Germany. And
Yes.
I can't imagine what it would be like as a child to live through the bombings. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, you get, after my first time, I was hysterical, and after that you become numb. And you look at life, this is it, and you never know if you're alive the next day. So.
Well, you know, I understand that at this point all able-bodied men had pretty much been drafted. So all that were left were the women and the children. And from reading your book, it really showed that the women really had a very quiet strength about them.
Yes, very much so. I hope it comes through. The women are the real heroes, I think, because what they had to do to keep their children alive was totally heroic.
Well, I know that your mother actually hatched this escape plan that you actually eventually were successful in escaping, but at first, and this started on Christmas Day, the escape was not initially successful. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
No. Yes, of course we got caught, and we were supposed to march for 50 kilometers with other people that they had caught to a camp, and then when they tried to separate us children from my mother, we started screaming bloody murder. So they gave us to the mayor or farmer of the next little village,
and
who told us how to, yes?
Well, no, I'm sorry, I was just going to say that the mayor and their wife actually then helped you escape. Is that correct?
No, yes, well, in a way, yes, because they told us the exact route to take and what time the guards on the watchtowers changed. So we tried again, and this time we made it to a little brook, which was a demarcation line between east and west. And just as we crossed, they started shooting at us, and we threw ourselves to the ground. And then there was an American GI who was kind enough to let us go. So we were free. This was the best Christmas of my life.
That really is, it's really an amazing story. I know in one part of the book that you said that as a child you seemed to become numb to the bombings, like a battle-hardened soldier, and that terror had lost its meaning. So how were you able to recover from this?
It's very, very hard to say. I think I kind of put it away, like you have a drawer, you put it in a drawer and you shut it, and you try not to think about it. But you know,
by writing
once in a while.
By writing this book, I'm assuming though that brought up all types of memories. Was that difficult for you?
Yes, yes, very, because I had to go back and relive it all again, which was very hard. But I'm glad I did it, because I think too many people don't really know about any of this, what happened to the average people, you know, who had no way to defend themselves or to hide.
Well, what would you, if there was one thing that you would like the reader to take away from this book, what would it be?
That you have to be strong, really, mentally and physically, to survive.
Well, Renate Stoever really is a fascinating, harrowing, thrilling book, but also a testament to the human spirit. So thank you so much for being here. The name of the book is Escape from Plauen, and you can find more information on escapefromplauen.com. Thanks so much, Renate.
Thank you, Deborah.
Wow. Fascinating, fascinating book. And I think she's right that a lot of people, you know, you hear about, obviously, everyone knows about the Holocaust. You hear about Nazi Germany, and it was just, you know, obviously a horrific thing, but to actually read the pages of this book through the eyes of a 9-year-old child just shows how terrifying.
And to have her family putting their trust in these people that they were going to tell them the right times to make their escape, knowing when the guards weren't there, and then
Right.
to get past, and then to have people shooting at you.
I mean, it gives me goosebumps just to think about it, you know. But,
right. And then, like she said, she relived it. That had to be very painful,
right,
to go through that again, and to go back to all those memories. And she made the best point. You know, you have to be, in her instance, mentally, physically strong to survive.
Right. And the human spirit endured, so it's a happy ending.